Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I deem it a privilege as always to welcome you all to the virtual investiture ceremony of St. Jude's Public School and Junior College for the year 2021-22. It's with immense pride and joy that we present our young leaders and induct them ceremoniously today. I join hands with the management and the entire Julian family in welcoming every viewer present here. Thank you very much for joining us, and we pray that you will continue to remain with us through the entire program and bless our children. We begin this very important event with the invocation to the Almighty. I invite the choir to kindly lead us in the opening hymn, and it will be followed by the school song. I implore every viewer to kindly remain silent as we look up to the Lord in reverence.
And pray
Our principal, Mrs. Sarodhanrajan, will now lead us in prayer, after which she will introduce the guest for the day, Mr. Llewellyn Xavier, the principal, Sanskar Academy, Coimbatore.
May I request you all to close your eyes, bow down your head in honor and reverence to the Creator. Lord, our Heavenly Father, we praise and thank you, Lord, for thy mercy and grace, which has protected us till today amidst the pandemic. We invoke thy gracious presence on this auspicious day of the investiture ceremony of our institution for the year 2021 and 22. Bless everyone attending this virtual meet, and we seek thy special guidance and wisdom to be showered upon the students chosen to be the captains and leaders. We submit and surrender the entire procedure at thy feet. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
Okay. Dear Mr. Llewellyn Xavier and all the incoming leaders and captains, we are indeed very happy to meet you all, though it is virtual. And it is indeed my great privilege to introduce one of the dignitaries who is amongst us, whom we know for years and years, who was a pillar of support to us when we started our institution. I still remember him along with other members, and they were the ones who set our first orchestra for our first school day. He's a great musician. I still remember that fresh days wherein he will come and he will train our children in the orchestra. So Mr. Llewellyn, we have not forgotten anything. We remember the past as it is. Okay, now I introduce Mr. Llewellyn Xavier, who is now currently the principal of Samskara Academy, a Montessori ICSE school in Ondiputtur, Coimbatore. He was earlier the principal of Staines School, Coimbatore, and prior to that, he was the principal at Staines High Secondary School, Coonoor, for a very long duration. He is the founder principal of Staines in Annur and the Staines ICSE school in Coimbatore. He is the person who was behind these schools being started, these sessions. Mr. Xavier encourages his students to cultivate a sound mind in a sound body, giving equal importance to one's spiritual growth as well. Every physical education teacher who has worked with him will remark that he pushes the PE department to the maximum with whatever facilities the school offers. Fair play is another important quality he would always insist on, and would tell the coaches and the players in every team, it is better to play honestly and lose than to win by dishonorable means. Mr. Xavier is an MA MPhil in English, and he is married to dear Shoshana and has 2 children. And we deem it a great privilege and pleasure, Mr. Llewellyn, to have you amidst us. It is our great privilege. We pray for you, and may God shower His blessings upon all your endeavors. Thank you.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your gracious introduction. I now invite Mr. Llewellyn Xavier to address our young pupil leaders.
Thank you, Mrs. Dhanraj, for that sweet introduction. And that's true. We have been friends with St. Jude's and the Dhanrajas right from the time I was in college. And what gives me immense pleasure to be part of this first ceremony of the year 2021-22 with St. Jude is the fact that so many good, excellent qualities I have seen in St. Jude that every Judean carries after they pass through the portals of St. Jude. Qualities that are necessary to lead, qualities that are so useful in life, qualities that the world requires. And it's not today, while we may invest just a few, because those are the only seats that are available, remember that every one of you Judeans is being trained to be a leader wherever you go. There's no one left out. And so as you see the student leaders and your staff and the management, and notice how they lead you, that's what you learn to imbibe, and you also grow in the same manner. Now, I heard this very nice thing that says, a leader knows the way. A leader knows the way, and a leader shows the way. A leader knows the way, a leader shows the way, and a leader goes the way. So a leader knows the way, a leader shows the way, and the leader goes the way himself or herself. And this is what I have been seeing over and over again with the children who come out of St. Jude's. They're being taught these things directly, indirectly. And how do you know the way? You need to have traveled that way. And sometimes we haven't physically gone that way, but we can always go through it in our minds. And that's where a leader always spends time thinking. This is the task ahead. What are the possibilities? How to achieve it? What will be the pitfalls, the blocks that may come our way, and how are we to be ready for them? Do I have plan B and plan C as well? Because plan A sometimes will suddenly get redirected. So we should always have plan B and C. So leaders think. So every Judean should spend time thinking in the morning. After you get up, thank God for the day, whether it's a sunny day, a rainy day, a dull day, but you thank God. And then think about the day. What do I have to do today? How am I going to achieve it? What is my time plan for today? And let me follow it. And you'd notice timetables that we have in school help us do so many wonderful things. We need to have the same kind of things at home as well. And I trust many of you have been trying to work these things out, but I would say write it down. Just like in school, you would have a timetable right from the time when do you wake up and what you do the whole day and when you go to sleep. What is the time? So the same thing, I encourage every Judean to have that timetable worked out, irrespective of what happens at home. And I think we have to look at this lockdown period as a blessing in disguise. Because the things you did in school, you normally came back home and forgot about that and, went a totally different way. But now you have the challenge of being at home and practicing the things that the school has been always doing for you to be a leader. Okay, and those of you who are new, just think about these things. The little phrase that I told you, know, show, go. Okay, and plan. Think and plan. All right. Now, as we think and plan, remember there are others looking up to us. And so we need role models ourselves. So choosing the right role model is so important. Choose a person who is honest, because a leader should be honest. Choose a person who completes the task that's been given to them. Choose a person who is ready to be humble enough, even as a leader, to fall back and help others on their way. That's a leader. So choose icons of that sort, good ones. Okay? We need good role models in life. And you'll find them at home. All right? Find them. And if you can't find a single person, find good qualities in different people and try to emulate them, because that will help you along the way. And working towards becoming a good leader means you're going to be a blessing to many other people who will work with you. When I say work with you, remember, a leader isn't an individual. A leader takes a team with her or him, self. See? So, working with other people. And until the time you come back to school, don't think we don't have a team to work with. Your mom is a team. Your dad is a team. Your brothers and sisters are at home. They are your team. The workers you have at home, they're part of your team. So, when you think about the day and what has to be done, don't hesitate to tell Dad, Dad, these are the things you said we're going to do. I just wanted to help you with some thoughts and ideas on it. Maybe he'd take it up. At least he'll think about it. And Mom has a whole lot of other kinds of duties. So you work with her. So working with other people at home will build you as a leader. And when we come back to school, we'd have grown and we'd have become better than we were before. So working as a team is very important. Remember, communication is key to a leader. Whether a leader communicates verbally or whether he communicates over the net or written communications, whatever it is, clear communication is very essential, for which a leader should be able to make decisions. Decision making is so important, because if you are a cat on the wall, you're neither here nor there. You should be able to say, I've thought it out, this is what it is, and I'm going to do it this way. And I'm going to lead my team in this direction. So leading them with clear directions. Being bold enough to say, this is it. Being strong enough to say, even if it doesn't work out, I have plan B. To immediately pull out and say, okay, fine, let's use this method now that this is not working. So blindly doing just what you planned and not changing away is not going to be a success. But being able to turn when required. So we need to be pliable, flexible in certain areas. But at the same time, we must be strong as pillars to be able to say, these things do not change. My honesty and integrity doesn't change. Okay, so communication comes through reading. And whenever I talk to anybody, I cannot but tell them to read. Read for pleasure. Don't consider reading for, all your subjects is enough. No. Find time. And to find time, you got to make time. Even if it means just reading 5 pages of a storybook, 3 pages of a storybook every day, you'd have done 90 in a month. You see, so read. The more you read, your vocabulary increases, and so you can communicate as a leader. Clear, the right words, so others know exactly what you mean. The others shouldn't have to ask you, what was that? I couldn't understand a thing. No, we should be so clear. So communication is so important for everybody as you grow as leaders. So read every day. And while we have good examples to follow, remember, I have to be a good example myself, because somebody is watching me. You see, and they're learning, and I want them to learn well enough so that they become well and smart. I've had some good people who led me, and those good people never hesitated to give me every bit of the knowledge that they had. You see, and they were glad to see me rise up. And they never feared the fact that I might become more popular than them. It didn't matter to them at all. They were glad that they were able to imbibe in me qualities that they had, and they were so happy to see that I went beyond that. And I want to encourage each and every one of you children, do the same thing. Give. In giving, we receive. And that's a great thing. So, let me now say, once you've thought up, you've done these things, you know the way, and you can show the way to the others. And remember, you don't say, do this, do that. The question is, have you done it already? I remember somebody from the Navy SEALs giving their speech, and he says, the first thing and the most important thing is do your bed. What? Do your bed. Okay, and he's talking to the Navy SEALs, the top people of the US forces that can do just about anything. And he tells them, do your bed every morning. Why? That is a discipline. When you wake up, dust your bedding and do your bed. You're telling yourself, I'm ready for the day. I have it sorted out. It's neat and tidy. I know what I'm doing. And I encourage all of you at home, don't just throw off that sheet into a corner and expect your mom to pick it up. Okay? Do your bed, whatever kind of bed you sleep on, even in the summer in the plains. All right? It's a great thing to do. When you have done these little things and bigger things, you and your team can do great things. So my dear Judeans, know the way, show the way, go the way. God bless you all.
Thank you very much, sir, for your inspiring message. And now we move on to the introduction of the office bearers. I request Mr. Sam to kindly introduce all the young leaders.
Thank you, sir. A very warm welcome once again to all the captains to the house of dynamic legs of St. Jude's Public School and Junior College. It is my privilege, indeed, an honor to introduce the captains. As it goes, I begin with the head boy for the new cabinet of the year 2021 and 2022, Aaron Thompson. Aaron has been a student of the school for the past 6 years. He hails from Dubai and is an enthusiastic learner. His academic results have been consistent and passed his ICSE boards with 86%. Aaron is courteous and shows respect for his teachers and peers. Besides being an excellent footballer, he is a good singer and debater. Indeed, honored to have a multi-talented person as our head boy. Welcome you once again, Aaron Thompson. Congratulations. Nivetha, the new head girl, we welcome you. And Nivetha has been a student of this institution for the past 6 years and is native of Kotigiri. Extremely proficient in academic, she passed out her 10 boards with a high 96%. A very cool, composed person who handles difficult situations with ease. She firmly believes that there is always a solution to every problem. She is a good badminton and volleyball player and has exhibited her oratory skill on many a stage. Nivetha has won the regional declamation contest both in English and Tamil. We are indeed fortunate to have you, Nivetha, as the head girl for the institution. Congratulations. The school deputy head boy, John Verghese. John Verghese has been in the school for the past 7 years and is a resident of Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. His academic records have been excellent and he passed his ICSE boards with a smashing 96%. He has been a quick learner, shows initiative and looks for new ways to involve himself. He's a good athlete and has won laurels at the district and state level competitions. He has left no stone unturned and has exhibited his skills in singing, playing the guitar and debating too. John Verghese, we feel extremely proud to have you as our deputy head boy for the year 2021. Congratulations. Mary Adina is from OT, the Queen of Hills, and has been a part of our institution for the past 3 years. She has been consistent in her academic performance and passed her ICSE boards with 84%. She is very efficient and can be relied upon to complete a given task to perfection. Mary Adina has made a name for herself within a short span of stay in this school. She is an excellent athlete, specializing in high jump, hurdles and 400 meters. She has won laurels at the national level and has made a mark of herself in the SGFI games. Besides being a basketball player, she has exhibited her talents in singing and playing the piano. Mary Adina is a pride to the institution and we warmly induct her as the girls' deputy school captain. Very important captains of the 3 colored houses. So we begin with the Go Pink Eternity. Nitishwar D. Nitishwar, leading the House of Eternity, has been a student of the school for the past 10 years and is from the Cotton City, Tirupur. He maintains consistent academic records and passed his ICSE boards with 91%. Nitishwar is very outspoken and is able to cooperate and work well with his peers. He is an active and pleasant boy who shows keen interest in sports. His leadership qualities are commendable and worth mentioning. The school and the house is happy to induct Nitishwar as the Eternity House Boys Captain. Congratulations, Nitishwar. The girls captain of the House of Eternity, Samantha, has been the student of the school for the past 11 years and hails from Kotigiri. She has been performing well in academics and passed a grade 10 with 82%. Samantha is considerate when interacting with her fellow students and persevere to complete the given tasks to perfection. This quality in her has enabled her to excel in sports and games. Samantha is a very talented volleyball player and has won the Best Player Award a number of times. She has also been a star athlete, winning laurels at the regional and national level competition. Samantha also has a number of individual championships to her credit. Samantha has participated in the SGFI games for 4 years in athletics and volleyball. The school is proud to announce Samantha as the Eternity House captain for the girls. Rehan Skaria Isaac, the vice captain of Eternity House. Rehan hails from Kerala and has been with us for the past 6 years. He holds excellent academic records and passed his ICSE exam with 89%. He is an exemplary student and sets an example of excellence in behavior and cooperation. He is a good singer and has won laurels for the school at the Inter-School Scripture Quiz. He is a gifted performer and has displayed his excellent skills in basketball too. Rehan Skaria Isaac, we are pleased to instate you as the Eternity House Vice Captain for the boys. Sritika, the girls Vice Captain for the House of Eternity. Sritika, who is from Tirupur, has been a part of our Julian family for the past 5 years. She holds excellent academic records and has passed her 10th board with a 94%. She perseveres to complete all the tasks to the best of her abilities and radiates joy where she goes. In the field of sports, Sritika has specialized in shot put and badminton and has demonstrated her skills in both. The school and the house indeed very happy to nominate Sritika as the Eternity House Girls Vice Captain. Congratulations, Sritika. The Go Green House Fraternity. Jerome Julian, leading the House of Fraternity. Jerome is a resident of Kotagiri and has been a part of the Julian family for the past 11 years. He holds excellent academic record and passed his board ICSE with 93%. Jerome is trustworthy and can always be counted on to step in and help where needed. Jerome has a flair for public speaking and has won laurels for his house. He has been a member of the school choir and has represented the school at the Inter-School Scripture Quiz. Jerome has tried his skill at volleyball too. The school and the fraternity house is extremely happy to induct Jerome as the house captain of fraternity. Congratulations, Jerome. Vidula, the girls captain for the house of fraternity. Vidula has been in the school for the past 7 years and hails from Tirupur. Her academic performance has been consistent and has passed her ICSE exam with a 94%. Vidula is very patient in her dealings and can be depended on to do what she is asked to do. She has a keen interest in all the activities happening around her and contributes her best when called upon to do so. She is a multi-talented person who excels in public speaking, singing, dance, volleyball, and athletics. We place our complete confidence in her and nominate Vedana as the Fraternity House Girls Captain. Congratulations, Vedana. Dev Kalyan Ghosh, Boys Vice Captain of the Fraternity House. Dev Kalyan, a native of Bangladesh, has been in the school for the past 5 years. He passed out his Class 10 ICSE board with 87%. He is a boy of pleasant countenance and always perseveres to do his best, especially when placed in challenging situations. This attitude has enabled him to become the star athlete, winning laurels at the district and regional level competitions. Dev Kalyan also holds a very interesting record as an inclined roller skater who had won many club tournaments and chosen to be one of the nominees to represent the nationals. Not only has Dev won the individual championship at the regional meet, but also bagged few medals in the annual sports meet organized by the Indian Embassy in Dhaka. Dev Kalyan, the school is much pleased to induct you as the boys vice captain for the House of Fraternity. Congratulations. The girls vice captain for the House of Fraternity, Monashri. Monashri, a Tirupur girl, has been a part of this prestigious institution for the past 5 years. She has also passed her boards with 89% and always maintained cordial relations with both teachers and students. Monashri is a tireless worker who carries out all her responsibilities with a smile on her face. She is talented badminton and table tennis player and has won laurels for the school at the various district and state levels. Monashri would definitely be an asset to the fraternity house, and the school is proud to induct Monashri as the girls vice captain for the fraternity house. Congratulations, Monashri. The Men in Blue Equality House. Mohammed Kaif. Mohammed Kaif is another uncrowned prince from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and has been studying in the school for the past 4 years. He passed his ICSE board with an excellent 95% and is very consistent in his academic performance. Mohammed Kaif has incredible self-discipline and can be dependent to do what he is instructed to do. He has a wide area of interest such as horse riding, playing football and tennis. He has a well-developed vocabulary and excels in debating. Mohammed Kaif, we firmly believe that you will be an asset to the Equality House and the house as well as the school. Feel proud to announce you as the captain of the house. Congratulations, Mohammed Kaif. The girls captain of the Equality House, Harini, is a native of E Road and has been in the school for the past 7 years. Her academic performance has always been good and has passed her ICSE boards with 83%. Harini is agreeable and thoughtful when interacting with others. She is hardworking and patient too. She is a gifted athlete and volleyball player. Harini has represented the school at the regional and national meets for years. She has also been a member of the prestigious SGFI contingent for 4 years. The school is well pleased to induct Harini as the Equality House Girls Captain. Congratulations, Harini. The Equality House Boys Vice Captain, Amritesh Krishna. Amritesh Krishna hails from St.Jude and has been studying in the school for the past 6 years. A cheerful lad who is kind, respectful and helpful when interacting with his peers. He is a good athlete and has exhibited his talent at various meets. Amritesh Krishna is a proficient volleyball player as well and demonstrates commitment to his game. We are extremely happy to appoint Amritesh Krishna as the Equality House Vice Captain for the boys. Subhashri, the Equality House Girls Vice Captain, is from Tirupur and has been a student of our school for the past 9 years. She has been an exemplary student, maintaining high academic records and has passed her ICSE board with 88%. Subhashri has compassion for fellow students and seems comfortable with new students. She is a gifted athlete specializing in long distance running. Subhashri has tried her hand at volleyball, dance and singing too. The school is indeed very happy to induct Subhashri as the Equality House Girls Vice Captain. Congratulations and a very warm welcome once again to all the elected leaders to the new cabinet 2021 and 2022. God bless.
I now invite all the prefects to light the candles and take the oath. The prefects hold a bowl which contains salt on which the candle rests to symbolize leadership and sacrifice. Just as a candle burns and gives light for others to see, and as salt dissolves in order to provide taste, so a leader must give of himself tirelessly and selflessly, so that others might benefit from his or her leadership. The oath will now be taken.
I solemnly pledge that I shall discharge all duties assigned to me to the best of my ability without fear or favor. I shall uphold constitutional rights under all circumstances and shall do justice all my fellow students, always keeping in mind the interest and goals of the institution in the forefront. So that's the oath that you have made today. Keep it. That you have great laurels that you have achieved over the past, okay? But they go on the wall, all right? You have a present which determines your future and the future of others. So make sure you do your present things well. God bless you.
I now invite the newly inducted head boy to deliver his acceptance speech, and he will be followed by the head girl.
Good afternoon to everyone present here. I am extremely happy to have been entrusted with the responsibility of the school head boy for the year 2021 to 2022. I accept this responsibility and assure to carry out my responsibilities to the best of my abilities. Thank you.
I am overwhelmed to have been elected as the head girl for the year 2021 to 2022. I am very privileged to take up my portfolio and promise to live up to the expectations of the Judean family. Thank you.
I now have the honor of inviting Mrs. Shobna Raghavan, the senior headmistress, to propose the vote of thanks.
All is well that ends well. As the curtains come down on the opening and the very auspicious event of the year, I deem it a great privilege to propose the vote of thanks. Though online, it was indeed a commendable occasion which I am sure would have been much appreciated. At the outset, I thank the Lord Almighty for giving us wisdom and the opportunity to conduct this important event online. I place in record my sincere thanks to the management who had taken all the efforts to conduct the proceedings of the day. I owe my sincere gratitude to Mr. Lublin Xavier, Principal, Samskara Academy, Coimbatore, for consenting to be the guest of honor and inducting our newly elected cabinet. Sir, we truly appreciate your kind gesture and the wonderful message conveyed to the budding leaders of tomorrow. Thank you, sir, yet again. I take this opportunity to thank all the members of staff who have worked to make this event happen. Thank you, dear parents, for being with your children and blessing the leaders of tomorrow. Thank you all and hope to meet you again in another program.
Everyone, thank you all for joining us today. I hope and pray that we will meet again in some other program. Until then, goodbye and God bless.